Hello, YouTube. Every Taylor Swift song has been ranked by Rolling Stone, and I'm going to react to it. There's no way I'm going to completely agree with this list. It's going to be impossible, literally, for me to do so because every Taylor Swift song ranked like that, there's so many different variations there can be. But I'm going to go give you guys some of my thoughts on it, react to the list in general, and yeah, let's just do it. Bad Blood's in last. I think this might be one of her worst popular songs, but I don't think it's her worst song necessarily. That's funny that they put it in last though. It has an annoying ass chorus. It really does. Okay, yeah, this deserves to be really low. This deserves to be really low. God, I mean the lyricism in general, and I hate it when I hate it when people just blame Brendan Urie for this song being bad. I mean, just literally all of the lyrics, the aesthetic behind it, the bubblegum pop production. It's just overall, it's a total mess. So yeah, I think it deserves to be way down there. I Don't Want to Live Forever. Listen, I don't mind this song. I don't mind it. People have argued with me so much about this song, and I don't know why I defend it so hard, but I think the instrumental kind of bangs. I do. I think that Zayn actually kind of brings it for once in his life, and I don't know. I think that their vocal chemistry works pretty well on this song. And is it generic? Is it for like the 50 Shades of 50 Shades Darker soundtrack? Yes, but listen, as far as generic formulaic pop music goes, I don't think this is that bad. I also think that like Taylor Swift's vocals actually sound really good on this song. And a lot of the time on these types of instrumentals, it just doesn't seem to mesh that well for her, but I think it works here. Sue me. Yes. Yes. Fuck you guys. Fuck you and you reputation-ass fans. I don't care if you can twerk to this. There are way better songs to twerk to. Literally, I don't fucking care. This is her worst song. It's garbage. Anything that interpolates Too Sexy for My Shirt should go to fucking hell. That song is bad. This song is awful. Fuck everyone who likes this song. No. This is a disgrace in Taylor's discography. It's an awful song. It's so bad. It's so annoying. That bridge, oh my god, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It is so bad. That bridge might be one of the worst bridges I've ever heard. Not even just from Taylor Swift, from anybody. And Taylor Swift also did the bridge on Shake It Off, which is an absolute crime against humanity. Never Grow Up? What? No. No. This is a adorable song about familial love. I think Never Grow Up's a great song. Endgame? Yeah, fuck this song. Any song, listen to me. Any song with Ed Sheeran and Future in it, no. I Wish You Would. What? 158? What the fuck is going to be 157 songs are above this one? This isn't a song I think that I thought anyone would really hate enough to put it this low, but that's a weird one to me. That's a super out of the box one. Better Than Revenge. I would honestly put this one lower just because of how cringy the lyrics are. I don't think the song itself is that awful, but I honestly just I really struggle to get past how much I wince when I hear the lyrics to this song in 2021. It might be, and I don't even think it was like necessarily a good thing to do in 2010. It's not like morals didn't exist in 2010 either. And I don't forgive Misery Business, but I think Misery Business is like, you know, while it does center around a similar theme, that song bangs so hard that I feel like it can get away with it even though I'm morally conflicted about it. But Better Than Revenge is like not nearly a good enough song to have lyrics that cringe. Gold Rush. I know some people love Gold Rush. It wasn't one of my favorites, but are we getting to the point where really like tracks off of good albums are this low? I take issue with like Gold Rush being below anything off of Reputation. No, no, we're not doing this. No, 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 no. This is like this is like one of the best songs off of Lover. This is a fucking crime. This is like this track had like a 22 a million Bon Iver like influences with the saxophone. It's a nice like kind of synth poppy track. I think this is a great song. Tied Together with a Smile. This is yeah, I think this is a bottom tier Taylor song. It's kind of hilarious how goofy this song is. It's really goofy. This is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. Awful song. Awful song. Really, really bad. This is a really bad one. As we know, I hate Reputation. I think this is one of the worst songs off of Reputation. Epiphany is a pretty good track. What? I think it's one of the better tracks off of Folklore. That's a really weird one. Whatever. Stay, Stay, Stay. Gets too much hate. I think it gets too much hate, but I would have honestly expected it to be a lot lower, honestly, for how much hate it gets. I would have expected it to be lower, but I think it gets too much hate. Gives me a little iPhoto slideshow default music. Just a little bit, but I think it's a cute song overall. Everything Has Changed. Listen, I kind of like this song. I like this. I don't even like Ed Sheeran, but I like this song. So, fucking sue me. I think the song is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good track. It's not one of my favorites off the record, but I think it's actually a good song. You Need to Calm Down. Absolute pandering garbage. You're taking shots at me like Patron. It's a nice ally song, though. I don't know, dude. This and the music video combined has just read to me like pandering garbage. But listen, I'm not in the LGBTQ community, so I'm not one to talk. But I have talked to a bunch of friends that were like, "Yeah, that's cringe." But I just think the song itself is just is one of the most generic, boring, lifeless singles that Taylor's ever put out. So I think that this is one of the worst songs of Evermore. I think it does deserve to be this low. And nothing against Haim. I just think, listen, dude, I literally just think that it's too campy for its own good, man. It's too much. It's too on the nose. It's trying so hard. And I think that like storytelling that is on the nose this much and it is like this narratively focused, I think when you accompany it with the song and that itself is also campy and it's like trying to fit into the theme and the songwriting isn't that brilliant and it's not like the twist was that interesting. I don't know. I always found the song kind of cringeworthy to me personally. It really took me out of the album. I don't really think it belongs on the record. Ready for It? I really don't like this one either. Jesus Christ. The dubstep stuff. I mean, the dubstep stuff in general all over this album is cringe, but yeah, this is no. Haunted? Really? I think if like Taking Back Sunday or some shit did this, I feel like people would like it way more. I think it's just kind of it because a big pop star did a song like this. It's kind of seen as kind of phony, but I think the song itself is pretty good. Speak Now? Really? I like that song, dude. I think Speak Now has a great songwriting to it. I think it's catchy as fucking hell. I don't think it's like the best title track in her discography or anything, but I think it's a pretty good song. So You Belong With Me? No way, dude. No way, dude. That's crazy to me. This is a crazy one. Rolling Stone is wildin' for putting such a banger this low. That's crazy. So It Goes. You're trying to tell me. So It Goes is better than You Belong With Me? I am thoroughly disgusted. Shake It Off? Okay, yeah. Listen, I think the song itself is fine. But that bridge brings it down so low for me. It makes it unlistenable. It is the only song of 1989 besides Bad Blood that I skip if I'm listening to the album on my phone. And one of the main reasons why I don't own it on vinyl. It's true. It really bothers me that much. And while it's catchy, I don't think it's one of those songs that I think deserves to be high up in Taylor's discography because it's so not notable. Oh, no. Tolerate, it's the best song off of Evermore. You fucking lunatics. That song is like in my top 20, dude. I think Tolerated is an amazing song. Oh my god, the songwriting on that one? You have to be kidding me. Out of the Woods should be way higher. Way higher. So much higher. Top 2 song off of 1989. Top 2. Out of the Woods, clean, 2 best songs off of 1989. London Boy, that should be way lower. I forgot about London Boy. Way, way lower. The defense of this song is like, oh my god, people talk about London Boy like it isn't purposely trying to be ironic. I don't care if she's playing a character, bro. The way that it is written is just so bad. It's so bad, dude. The lyricism on this one is just like really awful. I think you could be tongue-in-cheek and be ironic while still having the good songwriting that Taylor's known for. This one just kind of feels thrown together. Love Story's this low? I think Love Story is one of her best hit singles, but yeah, it'd probably be in my top 50. So, but we're getting close. Exile with Bon Iver would be much higher for me. It'd be much, much higher for me. I think it's a great, great duet. One of the best duets of 2020 for sure. And I think that it's a beautifully composed song. So I really don't think it should be this low. Treacherous? No. Treacherous should be higher. Come on, the songwriting is killer. You know what I'm really happy about though, chat? State of Grace. That means it's up there, baby. That means State of Grace is up there, baby. We still haven't, come on, State of Grace, top half. Let's go. 'Tis the Damn Season. I'd put this a lot lower, personally. Main reason is just I think the production is so muddy and gross sounding at certain points. Like that really low tom, or I don't know if it's like a kick drum that's just kind of being drum rolled. I don't know. It really bothers me on this song. I just think the production they dropped the ball. Wildest Dreams, yeah, I think it's a great song. Great song of 1989. I'm happy it's that high. Mr. Perfectly Fine. I don't know. I thought that the lyricism of this song was pretty juvenile. I don't know. I feel like it kind of sounds like it was written by a teenager because it was written by a teenager, and it being released in 2021 felt a little bit weird to me because I don't know. I feel like the lyrics are a little bit kind of like I'm ushered into a dorm room type lyrics and hey, look, this is a song I wrote. That's kind of the vibe that Mr. Perfectly Fine gives me. I don't really like Dress, but I guess if I had to say that, I think it's one of the better songs on the album, even though I'm just not a big fan of it. I can kind of see the appeal of this one more than a lot of the songs off Reputation, though. I don't know, the kind of rapped verses on Dress just don't really pan out for me. Mean, I'm really surprised they have Mean this high. Really surprised, because a lot of people think that Mean is petty, and it's funny hearing from critics putting Mean this high. That's interesting. It's not one of my favorite songs off of Speak Now, but I do like it. I do like it, but I think it should be lower than that. Ivy. Yeah, Ivy's a great one. No problem with that. I Knew You Were Trouble. Listen, did it age particularly well with the dubstep? No, but I still think the song slaps. I still think it's good. I listen to Red a billion times and I don't skip this one. So, yeah, it hasn't exactly aged very well, and it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb in Red, but I think it's still a pretty good song. Tim McGraw was never a big fan, but, if you're going to throw in a song from this album, might as well be this one. Sure. Call It What You Want? Nope. All right, Style, banger, undeniable banger. State of Grace, I'm just happy it's this high. People call me fucking insane putting it in my top 5, but I'm just happy. I'm happy. It's on the top 40 in the list. Let's go. That's a celebration for me. I'm super into that. Okay, Willow is this high. Yeah, an issue with some of the lyrics on this one. Not a bad song by any means, but I don't think I'd put it this high. Sparks Fly. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think Sparks Fly is a great track off of Speak Now. So yeah, I love the guitar work on this one. God damn. 22? Fuck yeah. Yeah, absolutely 22. Undeniable banger. Love 22. Getaway Car. Sure. If there's going to be a song off of, I don't think this would be this high on my list, but if there's going to be a song off of Reputation this high, a Getaway Car is the only one I'd be okay with. Cardigan. The Lana Del Rey influences on this one kind of take it away from me just because it feels so obvious. It doesn't seem to have much identity behind besides being a Lana Del Rey style song. And it's not even a great one, in my opinion. I don't think it's like the most offensively bad track or anything like that. It's not even bad. I think it's just kind of not one of my favorites off of this album. And I don't get why it's the big hit, really, for me personally. But yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of Cardigan. Our Song, my favorite song off of her self-titled. So yeah. Yes, it is juvenile, childish songwriting that is just kind of stuck in a time and place, and it's beautiful in that sense. It's just nonstop, fun, kind of pretty clever lyrics for a kid to write, honestly. The way that it all ties together is great. So I think Our Song is a great one. Evermore. Top two song off of Evermore. I think Evermore and Tolerated are the two best songs off of that album. So, but to say it's better than Exile is really interesting to me. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they did that, because out of the two collaborations, I think Exile is better. All right, Red, yes, absolutely. I think that this is one of the better songs off of Red. I think the use of colors is great. I think it's super well done. That chorus is fucking killer. Such a killer chorus. Production is so lush. Great song. Very, very much top tier. The Archer. This one kind of grew off of me a little bit because it was, I think, one of my favorite singles leading up to Lover, but I personally wouldn't put it this high. I do love the kind of atmospheric production on this one. I do love the synthetic elements to it, but for me, I don't think I would put it this high. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Banger. I'd put a lot of songs off of Red higher than this, but definitely one of out of Taylor's like super popular songs, this is like really high up there for me. I think it's clever. I think that this is one of the only times she does the kind of talked bridge breakdown thing that isn't really cringy. Like, I think it actually comes off as tongue-in-cheek rather than the bridge off of Shake It Off. Too high? I agree it's too high, but I would put a lot of songs off of Red higher than that. New Year's Day, a lot of people love this one, but for me, as far as like Taylor Swift kind of low-key ballads go, this one really just doesn't do much for me. I guess it's one of the better songs off of Reputation, even though that's not saying that much. But people act like this is the saving grace of the album, this and Getaway Car, and I'm not sure if I totally see the love for it. Clean, I'd put it higher. You guys know I'd put it higher. This is a top 2 song. I would have been happy if this was at number 1, but yeah, at least it's in the top 20. That's cool. Last Great American Dynasty, fuck yes, top 5 Taylor Swift song. Some of the best storytelling I've ever heard from Taylor, if not the best storytelling. The twist is actually interesting, unlike No Body, No Crime. I think that this is like actually the best storytelling Taylor Swift. Some of the best storytelling easily that Taylor Swift has done. I think the instrumental is great. I think that this is a pretty perfect song, honestly. Enchanted, this is a great one. I really do think this is a great one. It did kind of taint my memory of it that after I found out that it was about the Owl City guy, meeting the Owl City guy. That's a little bit strange, but besides that, it's a great song. So I guess I'm happy with that. Holy Ground. Wow, really? I'm down for Holy Ground. Holy Ground's a great one. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Cruel Summer. Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the better songs off of Lover, for sure. And honestly, it didn't really catch my ear that much the first time I heard it. The first couple times I listened to the album, and only in 2021 or in 2020, I started to like realize that the song is actually really good. But I don't think I'd put it this high, but sure. Dear John, totally agree. Great songwriting. One of the few good songs out there that references writing a song. A lot of the time, that can come off as pretty cringe. I mean, a lot of the time, I think referencing yourself writing a song or like when you listen to this song usually doesn't pan out very well. But I think it does on this song. Comes from an honest place. Very well written. I really do love this song. I think that this is some of the best writing that Taylor's ever done, and the fact that when she did it so young is pretty crazy. That's talent right there. Marjorie. Okay, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites to come out in 2020. Really great one. So yeah, I'm happy with this being this high, even though I probably wouldn't put it this high. I do think that this song deserves a little bit more shine. So I think it's cool that they put it this high, but you know me, I'd put the Last Great American Dynasty higher than this one. So Blank Space, sure, might as well put banger of bangers on there. I think it's a top 5 song off of 1989 for sure, and there's a lot of great songs on there. So yeah, Blank Space, endlessly catchy, super clever. That's dope. Lover, great ballad. I think this is a really, really good, well written ballad. And while I do have some issues with a few of the lines on this song, I really do think the defenses over leaving Christmas lights up till January is a little bit strange because dude, literally just pick another month. I don't care what she says. She says it's all about the mundane things. I think that's kind of her just backtracking for me personally. I don't believe it. But besides that, great ballad, and I think it's a great song. But I don't think I'd put it this high. Yeah, August is probably in my top 22. I think that if you're gonna pick a big song off of Folklore, one of the big 3 hits, this is the best of the 3. And yeah, sure, fuck yeah, I think it's so much better than Cardigan. And yeah, for me, it's probably the Last Great American Dynasty. And I think that this is pretty close behind it, honestly. I think August is a great song. So cool. Delicate. Mirror Ball. Interesting. I think that Mirror Ball is a pretty good song, but I don't think it's top 3 material for me personally. I think it's a great one, but top 3? Yeah, no, Delicate is not. No. That's you guys, I didn't say anything because I just got to keep it all in. I got to keep it in. I got to keep it in. It's just, it's just one list, okay? I'll be fine. Um New Romantics, top 2. Hey, I love New Romantics as much as the next person, but top 2? I don't think I've ever seen this song that high on somebody's list. That's pretty crazy. I don't know about that. I don't know. New Romantics? New Romantics should be number 1, Sue Me. Number 2 though, guys. Okay, I mean, if you love the song, then you're happy it's top 2. But I love the song, and I don't think it deserves to be that far up here. Jesus Christ. So it's All Too Well, right? Yeah, of course. All Too Well is one of the most captivating songs by a mainstream artist I've ever heard. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I think that while this song does get a bunch of hype, I think it deserves all of it. I really do. Just reading the lyrics is moving to me. Like, just on the page, this song comes across. And combined with the emotion in Taylor's voice on this one, combined with how well it's orchestrated, she has, like, I mean, Jesus Christ, the climax of this song hits so hard. It's so well done. Taylor, performance-wise, I mean, it's just so beautifully done. I honestly, as much as I've talked about this song, I still find myself being at a loss for words about just how beautifully and artistically deep this song is. And it just kind of hits you upside of the head. It's not even a closer on the album, and it should be. I think this would be such an insane closer for Red, but I don't know. It just feels like one of those songs that if you're not paying attention, you are like, you're not necessarily going to realize how brilliant it is. But honestly, the first time I heard it, I was just totally blown away. So I think All Too Well is totally deserving. I'm glad that it's at the top here, and yeah, I'm happy with that. The way I feel about the list overall, though, there are some weird ones. There are some really weird ones. I think that Tolerate It should not be that low. I think that a lot of the songs off of Folklore, I don't think that they should be stacked that high at the top, because I think while Folklore is one of Taylor's better albums, I think you could have put more songs from Red at the top, even though there are a lot of songs off the Red. I'm not gonna get too greedy on that, but yeah, I think I'd love to hear. I'd love to see more songs from Speak Now towards the top too. I think that I'm really glad that Dear John is up there. I feel like I can't complain too much about that. Listen, it's very hard to make a list like this. So nobody is really going to be happy no matter what variation you put on it. So at least I'm happy All Too Well is this high. I'm happy State of Grace ended up very high. I'm happy Clean did really well. I'm happy about Dear John. So at least my picks in my top 5 and The Last Great American Dynasty, my top 5 ended up pretty high on the list. So I'm happy, even though there are some really weird ones. It's definitely a pretty bizarre list. I'm still really surprised to see New Romantics that high, even though I think it's a great song. Yeah, I do feel like there is a little bit of recency bias towards Evermore and Folklore on here, but overall, I'm not like pissed. There were some moments on here where I'm kind of like, what the hell? Delicate being another one. What the hell is Delicate doing it for? That makes no sense to me. That's the list. I'm curious to what you guys think in the comment section on YouTube. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next time.